what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us.
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First down, Hughes. And his first pass is incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Hughes. That's complete to Ward. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Just like that. Just like that.
To throw is Hughes. Off the play fake. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
He was brought down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's up 2nd and 7.
Now Tua. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Tua going to hand this one to Breida, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Tua. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
A first carry now. This is Williams. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run for it with Breida. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of the ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw. Hughes. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
To number 41.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. A first down carry for Henry. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
On the carry.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 44. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage.
It's caught at the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Hughes from the gun, he'll throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Off the play fake, Hughes. He finds Corey Davis. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Hughes. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown.
Complete to number 84,
Corey Davis. 44 yards. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Dolphins 14. Titans.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. 55. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 55 is my guy. 55.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed Old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
A gain of 26
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Back to throw. Hughes airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle made.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it with Ward. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Hughes. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick is good.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, here's Tua. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 75 yards. And the Dolphins hang on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Ward. He was brought down by Michael Davis.
Number 23.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Hughes now, off play action. Flush to his right. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. A gain there of 21 yards. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
A gain of 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now Hughes off the play fake. And an incomplete pass. Hughes. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Hughes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
To number 23.
From 19 yards away. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And oh, it's blocked. And now the Dolphins have it. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 50, the 40. He's at the 30, the 20, 10. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Tua going to throw. Going deep here for Parker. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Hughes from the gun on third down. Finding his target, it's Ward. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Hughes. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Pass. Incomplete in the end zone. It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They run with Breida. And he'll go down at the 28. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I know he ain't got it. Hey, one set. Check right 54.
Play action. Now it's Tua. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check 43. Red, yellow, 10.
Looking to pass. Tua. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, One of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Hughes. Buying time to us. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Hughes. This one caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
A gain of 5. 1st down, Titans.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. From the gun, Hughes. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Number 20.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Again on the ground, again it's Ward. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st down, Tennessee.
To throw is Hughes. Off play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Can I kick it?
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Now it's the backup Tannehill. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 55, Mike, guy. 55. Bound to lose one. Mike, yellow. Right there, 55. Been a long day for you.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Tua sets up to pass it. It's complete to Grant. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play here for the Dolphins on third. 51 yards.
25-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Right there, 54.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 6.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now a dump off here complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He'll get this complete to Batson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. To the air again, Tannehill. Smith catches left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Tannehill throwing again. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down.
3rd down. And 2 yards to go.
The Titans on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. On the ground with Ward. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Titans 1st down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown.
To Corey Davis.
Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Thank you. Mike 54, Mike 54.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
The tackle by Kenny Vaccaro. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Again, it's Howard. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And got some space here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.